one of the videos that I wanted to do earlier that I wasn't able to do because of time constraints and stuff is on Netanyahu and Agudat Yisrael. And have you ever heard of saying that basically, whatever the case is, you can't buy something like that or you can't make up something like that? And I mean, if I wanted to buy evidence of what Netanyahu and Agudat Yisrael is doing, or if I wanted to have even somehow made up evidence, I couldn't have done it I wouldn't have made up evidence anyway. The thing is, though, the evidence just keeps rolling along, and in terms of the Charedim, all you gotta do is see what's going on. You're looking at a case where a boy with Down syndrome had his bar mitzvah banned under the guise of, well, he's Masorti. But if you look at, for example, Da'at Demet, you can see that the Talmud also has unbelievably derogatory statements against those with disabilities. And Yair Lapid is once again warning about what Netanyahu is doing in terms of Shas and UTJ and the other parties, and ultimately Agudat Yisrael. And by the way, the guy who banned the bar mitzvah for the boy with Down syndrome is a former Shas member of the Knesset. And also, so that one boy is not considered Jewish enough, and his bar mitzvah is banned because he's Masorti and because he's disabled, even though the ex-Shas MK is trying to deny it. And speaking of religious bans and, other, well, you're not Jewish enough bans, there's a case right now in the city of Ra'anana where Jehovah's Witnesses are banned, even though the Israeli Declaration of Independence guarantees religious freedom. And so apparently, and I'm sure that there are Jewish Jehovah's Witnesses within that group, so quite honestly, what the Charedim, aka Agudat Yisrael, and all their buddies are doing in the end is no better than what the Nazis did in terms of targeting Jehovah's Witnesses and targeting whoever else they don't consider worthy to have religious freedom, and also targeting those who in this case they don't consider Jewish enough. And even one example is what I read in a blog where a guy talks about a situation that really happened in his life. Of course, he was saying it hypothetically, but you could tell that this really happened in his life. To the chief rabbinate, a Ukrainian immigrant with a Jewish father is good enough to fight for the IDF and die for his adopted country, but not Jewish enough to get married there. A good friend of mine reminded me recently that if today's rabbis were running things when Ruth followed Naomi back in Esau from Moab, we would have never had King David. And so, as I said, I keep warning, and others keep warning about Netanyahu and Agudat Yisrael. And in the words of Yeshayahu, who is believed to report,